Hi everyone, today we would like to show you tutorial video on how to install and use NutriSurvey as one of nutrition tools. Basically, NutriSurvey is a calculator to convert amount of food consumed into estimated number of nutrient intake. So what will be covered in this tutorial video? First, how to download and install NutriSurvey. Second is general feature of NutriSurvey. Then adding food database, modifying food database, setting RNI, converting food into nutrient intake, creating recipes, choosing nutrient interest, and also extracting NutriSurvey result into Excel for survey data. Now let's start first on how to download and install NutriSurvey. Firstly, you need to open the browser and type NutriSurvey in the search line. As you can see, this site is on the top of the search result, nutrisurvey.de. Just follow this link. Now you can see the home page of this site. As a brief description, NutriSurvey is one of the nutrition software that can be used as the tools for nutrient analysis. It is free for non-commercial use, and it is also contain an extensive collection of food database from all over the world which can be easily integrated into the software. The recent updated version of NutriSurvey is 2007, so we download this first by clicking this hyperlink. Then it will be automatically download to our computer. After downloading the software, it is important for us to also download the food database as basis for calculation. In the left side of the website, we can find several country-specific food database provided by NutriSurvey. You may download the food database as necessary. For this exercise, we will download two food database from Indonesia and Thailand. Just click the hyperlink, then it will be download automatically to your computer. Then we are ready to install the NutriSurvey. Go to your download folder and double-click the NutriSurvey program to start the installation process. Follow the instruction to click Next until we receive notification installation complete. Then we click OK. We are ready to use NutriSurvey. Before we launch the NutriSurvey, we need to prepare that food database file is ready to be integrated into the software by moving the files into the folder of NutriSurvey software. Right-click the zip file, then choose Extract here. Repeat this step for the other food database zip file. Then, move those food database which are in FTA file format into the folder of NutriSurvey. So now our food database file is already inside the NutriSoftware folder. To open the NutriSurvey, double-click the NutriSurvey application icon, this one, or you may open through NutriSurvey shortcut icon in your desktop. To start the NutriSurvey, you can double-click the icon in the desktop. And this is the starting page of NutriSurvey software. You can see that in here the version of our NutriSurvey is the 2007, and you may click Start. The basic NutriSurvey screen will appear. These is the program function, including the shortcut icon for the most commonly used function. While this one is the NutriSurvey worksheet window where we enter the type of food and also the amount of the food that is consumed. While the box in the right is the display of the analysis. We will open the provided dataset to see the general feature of NutriSurvey. Click the open icon and search file of diet.epl, this one, and click open. So this is the example of one day dietary data that has been entered. So if we can see, they classified based on the time meal, breakfast, break, lunch, and then break again, until dinner, and also in between a break. They are listed of the food consumed and also the amount for each food consumed, and it will appear the food intake analysis. In the right box, we can see the total analysis, and if we click a percentage, we can also see the percent of the recommendation. For example, based on the dietary data, the energy can fulfill 61.8% of recommendation. If we click FA or food analysis, it can show us the analysis for each food. For example, we click oat flake, then it shows that for oat flake per 100 grams, it contributes to 370 kilocalorie and so on. While for meal analysis, it shows the nutrient intake based on the meal time. For example, we click one of the food under the breakfast, then it will be summarized the food intake during meal time in breakfast. If we click the carrot fresh under the lunch, then it will show the meal analysis during the lunch. And this is to display the nutrient content. In this shortcut function, we can see the basic icon. For example, like cut the line. For example, we would like to delete this line. So we can just click cut, then it will be cut it. Or maybe you would like to copy and paste the line in the different lines. Or maybe we would like to insert the empty line. So just click plus, then it will show again the insert the new line. If we would like to delete the content of the line, for example, we would like to delete the hard cheese, this one, just click delete content of the line. Okay. The heading is show us the option for the heading, basically for the meal time. For example, breakfast, break, lunch, second break, dinner, or in between. You may choose as necessary. This is for calculation energy requirement. If you can see from the display, we can choose the requirement for our respondent to use which RDI based on their age group. For example, this data set belongs to women age 19 to 24. Then we can select this RDA for a woman 19 to 24 years old. This value of RDA or RNI is based on the FAO WHO, and we can choose our own recommendation and setting in the NutriSurvey. Later on, we will show how to set our own recommendation. And we have also the function of report. If we click this one, it will directly open to Microsoft Word. If you click the report, it will directly open in MS Word. This is the analysis of the food record. This is in the basis of per individual. So they will detailing all the food that is consumed based on the meal time. If we give the header of the meal time. And they also have the result of summary. So in the overall, the nutrient content, for example, for energy, for water and protein and so on. They show in the analysis value and also in the compare with the recommended value per day. This is based on the RDI that we select, and also they calculate the percentage of fulfillment. Okay, we can back again to NutriSurvey. Beside the report, we can also click the chart. This chart is showing the percentage of fulfillment of the recommended nutrient intake. If we can see, the small chart in the right side is showing the comparison between the percentage of actual intake with the percentage of recommended intake for macronutrient. And this is showed the percent fulfillment for each nutrient, macro and micronutrient. We can see that several nutrients is below the recommended nutrient. But however, you need to remember that for assessing adequacy, we cannot compare the nutrient intake with recommended dietary intake, but we need to compare with ER, estimated average requirement. The other thing we can see from this shortcut function is the nutrient selection. This is to select what type of nutrient that will show in the analysis box. So in here, this is the default one, the standard. You can choose the main nutrient if you would like only to focus more on macronutrient, or maybe you would like to focus on vitamins. This only show the vitamin or minerals. But if you like to custom the selected nutrient, you can do by drag the nutrient in the left box and bring to the column on the right box. Then click OK. It will appear in this display analysis box. Okay, I think this is the general feature of NutriSurvey. We will continue with other feature in NutriSurvey. Before we continue to enter the dietary intake data, we need to make sure that our FCT database is already integrated. So remember, during the installation of NutriSurvey, we already download two types of food database, the FTA files, which is food database from Indonesia and Thailand. So this is how we import or integrated the food database file into NutriSurvey. You may click food and click include more food from other databases. So if we can see, there are already two types of food database file that we already input inside the NutriSurvey folder. So we click the food database file and then click OK. And then we need to click mark and then click all. Make sure all the food already have M sign in here, and then click save and close. Do you want to save modification? We click yes. How do we know that our FCT is already included? We can type, for example, one of the Indonesian food, nasi. This is rice in Bahasa. If we can see, there are several options of nasi or rice that is inside Indonesia food database. It means that our food database is already integrated. Now we do the same thing for the Thailand food database. Include more food. Choose the Thai.fta. Click OK. Click M. And also click all. And then click save and close. Do you want to save modification? Yes. Okay, now our NutriSurvey is already integrated with two types of food database from Indonesia and Thailand. After we are adding the food database in NutriSurvey, we can still do modification of our database inside the NutriSurvey. The modification including adding new food, or maybe deleting some food inside the food database, or modify it. Where we can do it, we can go to food and then choose modify food database. As we can see here, there are list all the food that inside our food database. We can do add food, for example, or we can do delete, or maybe we copy and modify the food database. For example, we would like to add new food. Then we click add food in here. There will be inserted the new line, so we can write it down the new food. For example, we would like to input rice cake, or in Indonesia is lontong. Then insert the nutrient content of rice cake. It should be in 100 grams. You may find the nutrient content of the food from your own food composition table, or maybe borrowing from other country food composition table. Remember, in here the energy is represented in kilojoule. So if the information of energy is in kilocalorie, you need to convert first the kilocalorie into the kilojoule. And then you need to fill out the nutrient for rice cake per 100 gram for water, protein, and other nutrient. If you already finished, then you can click OK. It will be saved automatically. As it mentioned previously, we can set up our own RNI by click extras and read and change recommendation. Here are the RDI or recommendation that NutriSurvey has. This is based on RCD. So if we would like to add our own requirement, then we can type in the new line in here. For example, children 1 to 3 years from AKG or RDI in Indonesia, and then we need to fill the nutrient requirement. Remember to see first the unit for each nutrient and make sure it is the same unit with your reference RDI. So in here, for example, the energy, the unit is kilojoule. If we can see the AKG or RDI in Indonesia, the energy is represented in kilocalorie. So we need to convert the kilocalorie into kilojoule. Okay, after we fill all of the nutrient requirement, this one for children age 1 to 3 years old based on AKG Indonesia, angka kecukupan gizi for energy and for the rest of nutrient. We can click save or OK in here, and then we might check in here. It should be appear, yeah, the new RDI that can we use. Can click here. Yeah, so if you would like to have other age group of the recommendation, so you can use extras and then repeat the step. Okay, we continue to the next feature. Okay, now we would like to continue with an exercise on how to convert food into the nutrient intake. First, you need to prepare your result of your dietary data that you would like to entry in this NutriSurvey. So for example, our respondent is the adolescent girl who are age 15 to 18 years old, yeah. And then the dietary data is coming from the first day, so we type 1 in here. If it is the data coming from, for example, 2 days, so we need to type 2 in this box. So we start with breakfast, so we need to put headings in here. Choose breakfast, and based on the result of interview, this adolescent girl ate bread, white bread. In here we type in Bahasa Indonesia. We choose plain white bread, and the amount is 40 grams. She ate bread with peanut butter jam. So we type here with the amount of 10 grams. She also drank milk. The amount of 200, and then that's all for the her breakfast. She didn't have any break during her first break. She directly had a lunch. So we insert again the headings. We choose lunch. Then we write the food that she consumed. She consumed rice, 200 grams. She also ate tuna mackerels. It is in the method cooking is fried, the fried tuna mackerel. It is estimated 135 grams. She also ate fried tempeh. Okay, fried tempeh, 50 grams. She ate also vegetable in the form of saute. So it's the spinach, saute spinach. With 50 grams. Alongside with sauteed spinach, she also mentioned she ate a quail egg. $20 grams. Yeah, that's all for her lunch. She reported that she had a second break. So we insert second break. She had a guava juice for her break. For 150 grams. She didn't have anything else during her break, and then we continue with dinner. She ate white rice. We type nasi putih, 200 grams, and for a half of egg, so it is estimated with 30 grams. So based on the reported result from 24-hour recall, we get all the food and drinks that is consumed by our respondent. Then we type in NutriSurvey to get the nutrient intake. So here are the result of total analysis for this one respondent, adolescent girl, age 15 to 18 years old, in her day one of data collection. After we finish, we may save as this file, or if you would like to save as in the format of a NutriSurvey report, you may click this icon, report. Okay, these are the when we click report, this is the result of the report. Then you may select all and then click the copy icon in here, copy. Then we might open the Microsoft Word, the new sheet of Microsoft Word, and then paste the document. So this is the result of the individual report. You may save as. So we're done with this step on converting food into nutrient intake. So for handling mixed disease or composite food, to enter the food inside the NutriSurvey, you may use the standard recipe. So instead of entering for each ingredient of the food, into the NutriSurvey, we can use the standard recipe and save them as the recipe in the NutriSurvey. So when our respondent is eating or consuming the mixed dishes of food, then we can enter with those standard recipe. So for example, we would like to make a standard recipe for fried tofu with vegetable filling. So we need to find first the standard recipe of those mixed dishes or those food composite, and then try to enter just like we enter the food previously. So the first ingredient is tofu. It is in 300 grams, and then the other ingredient is wheat flour, the white, and it is unenriched. We choose the one with the unenriched. This one, 125, and then followed by rice flour, still unenriched, for 20 grams, and then the mixed vegetable including carrot, 85 grams, bean sprout, 70 grams, the pepper as the spices, the white pepper, 3 grams, garlic, the raw garlic is 8 grams, raw shallots 15 grams, salt or table salt, or 3 grams, drinking water 100 grams, and vegetable oil to fry the tofu, 30 grams. Now this is the standard recipe for fried tofu with vegetable filling. This is the total analysis. This recipe is for 6 tofu. So for saving this recipe as the recipe inside the NutriSurvey, you may click food, this one, save food record as recipe, and then we enter the recipe. For example, fried tofu with vegetable. For example, the next recipe is, this is really specific to a certain area, that different area have different standard recipes, so you might also add additional info of the area or district. For example, fried tofu from city A, for example. Then we may click OK. After this one, it should be already saved as the one new food named fried food filled with vegetable. So if you can try, we can select new food record and then try to find tofu. This one, yeah, fried tofu with vegetable is already included in the NutriSurvey as the new food. So for example, our respondent is consuming one piece of fried tofu with estimated with 50 grams. Then we just enter 50. So we don't need to detailing again the ingredient of fried tofu. We just can use the standard recipe that we already included in NutriSurvey. So that's for a step on how to create a recipe in NutriSurvey. If you are conducting dietary survey and you, let's say, have like 100 respondents, and all of those 100 respondent dietary data already entered in NutriSurvey, and you would like to have one compile summary report for those 100 respondents in one file. So we can do calculation for the several food records. This is the step. You click calculation. We have analysis of several food record. You may click and then find the EPL file when you save those files. For example, this is the EPL file. This is the food record of the respondent. You may select all those files that you would like to be analyzed in the compile result. And then we choose whether we would like the file of report is in the format of Excel or text. We choose Excel. And if we don't want only have the summary of the nutrient intake, but we need also the detail of the food record, we may tick also the food record in here. Then you may click OK. Click OK again, and then the result is come up. So we need to move this result into the Excel file. So you may select all and then click the copy icon in here. Open your Excel file. Open your new Excel file and then click paste. So in here you can see the tabulated evaluation of several food records. This is the summary of nutrient intake for each individual, because we have like 10 respondents, so this is the summary of the 10 respondents. If you would like to see the detail what kind of food that is consumed for each respondent, you may see in the table below. Yeah, they have like 15 food item that is consumed by respondent number 1. So later on, when you do analysis, the survey analysis, you may move this result, the summary result of nutrient intake, into your analysis software, for example, SPSS. Okay, that's all for the step on how to compile the result of several food records.